What's up, all my married at first sight people out there? Y'all still hanging in there watching? I didn't even do a video about last week's show because it was pretty much the same thing. But I thought that Chris, when he talked to Pastor Cal, I thought he was way out of pocket. You know, it was just offensive watching him talk. He was saying that he wasn't attracted to Paige, as we already knew. I knew that first time I saw his reaction when she was coming down the aisle and he said something inappropriate. I was like, oh boy, let the fun begin. But he was talking to Pastor Cal about, there's plenty of black queens in Atlanta, white queens, and he's just not attracted to her face. And Pastor Cal's looking at him like, did you really just say that? I thought that was just pretty mean and insensitive, but it seems to go with how the show's been going this season with Chris. He seems to say a lot of things that are inappropriate, and he just doesn't seem he doesn't seem to care if he offends Paige in any kind of way, or anybody else for that matter. But he wasn't even on tonight's show. Tonight's show, well, this is the day after, not tonight's show. Last night's show, I'm watching Jacob and Haley, and they seem to get along. But she seems to pick at little things, like they go to the batting cages to hit some, look like tennis balls, but I guess so they won't get hurt if the balls actually hit them. But she seems to be nitpicking, like, why'd you wear those boots to a batting cage when you could have worn tennis shoes? And he's like, well, I just don't like tennis shoes. She's like, don't you want to be comfortable? He's like, I am comfortable. It's just a batting cage. She seems to have a problem with everything that he does. She doesn't like that he likes the 80s. She doesn't like his boots. I mean, this dude could scratch his left arm. Why you scratch your arm? Was it really itching? I mean, what else can you find? And then they sit down later and they're having a talk, and he tells her that he's offended that she's not wearing his bracelet, I believe. And she's like, oh, well, my mom has it. And he's like, well, yeah, you could mail it, at least have it in the room. I paid $300 for it. And so she's looking at him like she doesn't understand. And she's like, well, you don't wear the hat I bought you. He's like, the hat was $20, bracelet $300, big difference. So she ends up storming out. And maybe not storming, but she walked out anyway. And it's going to be hard for these two to make it because he's like I said before, he's an even-tempered, mellow type of guy. And she just seems like she doesn't like him. So it's like she's looking for anything to, anything to blame him for or nitpick at. She bought him clothes the other week, like trying to change his style, buying him shirts and things like that. I just think it's very strange. I feel sorry for Jacob. He seems like a real genuinely nice guy. Like I said, his parents said they've never even heard him raise his voice to them. So, poor guy. Bad matchmaking, you guys. On to Clara and Ryan. Ryan, you're thinking too much, man. You're thinking. Everything seems analytical with you. You're thinking, man. Just be natural. It's like, you guys know Poppin' Pete, the dancer, using a Chris Brown video, was in Breaking, one of the best poppers of all time. You can see him on YouTube. But he, and I believe even Michael Jackson was talking about, you got to feel the music. Don't think about it. You feel the music. And, that's why there's the best dancers. How this applies to Ryan is he needs to just feel the moment, feel what's going on with his wife. Stop thinking so much about it. You can't start thinking, okay, I need A, B, and C, and then that will equal D. And then when all the chips are in a row, that man, just go with the flow. She likes you. You say you like her. Stop thinking. And Clara's having a big, hard time dealing with the fact that he says he's never told a woman that he loves her. And she also said something last week about he was in some long-term relationships and something about never touched a woman. So I guess she's thinking she's in for a lack of affection in this marriage, to say the least, and an analytical guy who overthinks everything. And I know that gets old. She just wants affection. She wants attention, and this guy's just constantly. He sounds like a marriage therapist or something. I'm like, are you trying to audition to take one of the doctor's roles or something, man? Or are you trying to have a marriage? Strange situation. And let's see, Virginia and Eric. Wow, these two are hard to figure. This guy has a lot of rules and he doesn't bend, you know. He's not very flexible, and he's right on some things. You know, she shouldn't be spending the night at her friend male at a male's house, even if he's a friend. She shouldn't be doing it. She needs to cut back, or not cut back. She needs to stop drinking completely. And you know, he's letting her know these things are. You know, I'm not negotiating with you on these things, but he's got to stop giving ultimatums like I'm done, I'm over it. He needs to stop saying things like that, because she's gonna call his bluff one day and be like, okay, you're done. Well, guess what? I'm done too. And she's going to really be out. You know, either you're in or you're out. Stop playing games. But, you know, it's a bizarre set of circumstances with these couples. I think Ryan and Clara end up making it. And, you know, her frustration level is going to be at an all-time high, I'm sure. You know, she's going to have to pace herself. Jacob and what's her name? Forgot it that quick. Anyway, the woman that Jacob is married to, wow, that's gonna be a difficult one. Very difficult. Chris and Paige are over as far as I know. I think I heard something about them getting together later after the show. I don't know. Let's see. Virginia and Eric there. Wow. You guys tell me what you think. This is J. Roos Theory. Put hands on the like button, comment, share, subscribe, and be fearless. Thanks for watching. Yay, yay.